Ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls, haven't I got a treat for you today? Okay, nothing that any of you guys asked for. But I think you guys are going to love it nonetheless. Now, I was looking through Rahatalius' channel. I was taking a look because I was looking at his community tab. I was looking through some things and I saw this picture on his community tab saying the next Ouroboros coming soon, with the Volgan coming back to do some voice work and someone else, another person. And I thought, oh, this is going to be good because we reacted to the Nidus Ouroboros a long time ago. So it was just, in my own time, having a look around and realised that he dropped this on the 31st of January 2021. So it's already out. And ladies and gents, Warframe the Ouroboros Mirage is a 16-minute 33-second video. Now stay till the end of this because I do want to ask some things about Rahatalius that I think you guys are going to be great at answering in my comments section. I would love to actually hear some things after you've heard me ask some things. I really would. But yeah, I'm excited for this because I did like the Nidus Ouroboros. Obviously, we are monetized now, but I never run any ads on Rahatalius' stuff. I never run anything on Rahatalius' reactions because it's a bit of a piss take, right? Any ads you do see on this aren't from me, will be from YouTube, but just from YouTube, so I make nothing off of this video. It's just YouTube. They've done it like as a new thing in 2021 that all videos, even if you're not monetized, even if you have like one subscriber and have bought out a video, they're going to put ads on it. So I apologize if there are some ads. They're not mine. I haven't put them on there, so I do apologize. But we're going to enjoy this nonetheless. I'm looking forward to this. Now, the Volgan, obviously we heard on the Nidus Ouroboros. Cassandra Wladislava rings a bell for some reason. I know it shouldn't. I don't think, but it does, and I don't know why. But let's watch this. Let's get straight into this. And then I got some questions for you at the end. Let's go. I might as well read this. Destroy yourself. Your life is but two faces, one for yourself and one for others, is it not? Your mind is nothing but consciousness and impulses, is it not? Which is ignored, which is followed. You forged an alter ego out of fear of answering those questions, but why? Metaphysical problems do not have rational solutions. So long as your ego lives, you are dead. Do you love yourself? Then destroy yourself. Orion? or is it Orion? Orion, the Mad Executor. Jeez. Let's go. I'm ready. Now, I don't know much of Mirage as a frame. I know we've done, not the Laverian, but we've reacted to the Prime trailer and the profile. But Sermon of the Wrath, Mirage the Unhinged in Alisui? Sermon of Wrath Mirage Unhinged in Alisui. I'm going to go with Alisui. I may be wrong.
Condemn me. What is a man without any virtue or worth? What separates me from a beast or the earth? Dignity? What is it? Morals? What of it? Righteousness? Who has it?
Hold on, we're going to restart it, but I didn't notice this. Look, the fucking different faces on the clones. I assume it's Mirage's clones, right? This is, or the mirrors of Mirage. You can tell I never played Mirage, but the happy face, the sad face, I didn't even notice that. That's a really cool little detail. Right, let's restart it because, we need to pay attention to all of it. I'm going to try not to pause it after this.
Condemn me. What is a man without any virtue or worth? What separates me from a beast or the earth? Dignity? What is it? Morals? What of it? Righteousness? Who has it? Condemn me, for not only have I lost my other, but also myself. I cradle my former mistress in my arms, holding her close, still warm. still smelling faintly of orchids, still remembering the soft touch of gentle skin as my hands embraced her neck and squeezed every last breath out. Resounding applause. The audience gives a complete standing ovation. I smile beneath my mask and take a bow, for that was my finest performance. I glare at her body.
Smile for the crowd now! Be what they came here to see! Rise. Smile, you witch!
Oh, this is cool.
She does not join me, as she was not performing. I awake. Was I dreaming? I can no longer tell. My mask is hung on the wall opposite me, glaring at me.
Why do you hate us? Why do you torment yourself? Why shun your shadow?
It's part of a parting gift, a passing of the torch between teacher and student of the arts. Even now, her words echo.
I can remember when Zariman fell from the stars, gazing upwards to the sky, and all we could do was scream. The vessel crashed down onto the sprawling slave districts, and all they could do was scream. Dak's soldiers were the first to arrive at the wreckage, swords at the ready with their illustrious gleam. And what did they find? Monsters. Rejects of the bleakest hell, wearing the skin of children like wolves in sheep's clothing. And all they could do, upon being greeted by Dak's steel, was scream. I can remember when Zariman fell from the stars, when one of those wretched things touched me. It cried for help. It crawled in agony. Its eyes reflected but two simple words. Help me. Help me. Over and over, just help me. I was disgusted.
I awake. How long have I been here? These walls are foreign to me. This chair is not mine. This room is bright enough to nearly blind me, yet I find something mesmerizing. But what is it? My head burns enough to drive me to tears. These thoughts, how they try to corrupt me. They silence me, they scare me. My skull is going to burst. My dark thoughts have fallen in love with me. They won't leave my side. They crave me. These thoughts, they never let me rest. They have unlocked the gates of hell in my mind. They love to torture me. These thoughts, how they love me so. They hold me tightly. I'm being held hostage. They choke me. They need me. These thoughts, they're my stalker. They know me like no other. They are every tear I shed. They haunt my mind. They are forever. These thoughts. The physicians looked at me with a mixture of intrigue and annoyance, as if I were a child playing make-believe. It's only natural, yet strangely lonely. Why would anyone love what they don't understand? How could I even begin to love myself if every day I wished to wake up as someone else? Would anyone jump into a pit not knowing what lies at the bottom? I ask myself. Silent answer. So, I play pretend. I don't think we ever outgrow the imagination. We just pretend that we have. And we're good at it. That's all it is, isn't it? A big, silly game of pretend. Pretending to feel, pretending to understand, pretending to know better.
Pretending to be someone you are not. The greatest most resilient of souls with but a few silver-tongued words, leaving them all none the wiser. Put on a show! Seeing is believing, and no one questions what can be seen. Put on a show! Only when we lie to ourselves can the truth of our souls be revealed. Put on a show! Become that which you are not, and soon you may find yourself spreading falsehood without ever telling a lie.
I awake. Lately, I struggle against myself, to look at myself, to love myself, to be myself, and I'm starting to lose more and more. My mirrored reflection taunts me. I'm sneering at myself, laughing at myself, mocking myself. My brain scorches me, entices me, seduces me, haunts me. Sweet-tongued words perforate my skull the same way a blade would pierce the skin of a slave. The mirror says I am the one speaking them, but I do not remember forming the thoughts.
Reality isn't what it seems to be. It isn't touch nor sound. It isn't a taste, nor is it visual. Reality is what is perceived, what is believed, what is understood to be true, even when the memory is not. When the heart makes up its mind, and the mind draws up its own conclusion, then that is reality. Even when it's wrong, unjustly created. What is real? What is not? Why what one person sees isn't the same as what the next person saw, felt, heard. Is one of them wrong? If so, then how is it proven, or how is it disproven? Security tapes and voice recorders can only prove or disprove the event, not the feeling that was felt, or the mental strain that was placed. How can something feel so right to one person, but completely tear down another? One thing felt so good, yet was so bad for you. There is no spoon, nor is there a hand to hold it. For as your mind bends to the force of your own thoughts, the labyrinth that it creates spins your reality into something different, irrecoverable, irrevocable. Irresponsibly, I stand here, looking terrible in your eyes, and with love mirroring the effects of the icy stare, I stand here looking terrible in my own eyes. This is reality. Unfixable, unforgivable, unimaginable. Maybe. But if there is a chance to fight the reality, to bend the spoon, to show you that my reality is not your reality, then maybe this is real, with two different realities.
I awake. Was I dreaming or remembering? I don't know anymore. A cage prevents me from moving. Steel rods pierce my skin and bone. My limbs are not my own. I can't feel myself. Several Dax stare at me, wearing my mask. You are but a fool. Why do you desire death? What is your answer? My answer? What is my answer? My mind can only produce one word. Nothingness. Do you understand why nothingness hurts the most? Because it does so without touching you. You feel nothing, and deep down inside we seek love, and to be loved to infinity. If a glass is said to hold infinity, nothing can fill it up. That's what happens to someone who decided to feel nothing, subconsciously or consciously. You may have someone to love you afterwards, but it never feels enough. At some point, I'll stare into the wall and wonder why the glass won't fill itself. There's a cure for sadness, loneliness too, but there's no means to cure nothingness. I awake. How many times have I found myself here? A noose holds me from the ceiling. I can't feel. My teacher stares at me, decaying flesh surrounding my mask on her face.
You what a curse! Why are you even alive? Where is your savage?
Pretending is not hiding me. What did I do? Why can't I change? What did I do? Why can't I remember? What did I do? Why am I scared? Why am I confused? Why am I me? What did I do? I awake. Alone? No, not this time. A child stands over me with a gentle smile and an outstretched hand. Its lips move, yet it speaks with the voice of my teacher.
Does it hurt?
I rise, and the child embraces me.
It won't anymore. I promise.
I feel warm. The warmth grows cold, metallic, cruel. An inhuman gesture comes forth where the child once stood, wearing a face. My face. It laughs at me, despite making no sound. I awake. My mask is gone. I'm back on stage. Where my mistress once lay lifeless, the child was there instead. Cold, limp, pale, gone. The audience was still applauding and laughing. Laughing and laughing. Was this my own doing? My own actions, my own remorse? Anguish builds in my chest. I want it to stop. The audience is still laughing. I want it to stop. I fall to my knees and weep. I want it to stop. A shining orb comes from behind me and flares. The laughing fades into echoes. I look up. Dust and cinder had replaced the audience. A mirror appears before me and offers me its hand. No, not a mirror. Me. My eyes become overwhelmed by tears. My doppelganger holds me close and says with a tender voice,
Witness
your new path. You are me, and I am you. Our name shall be Wrath.
Declamation complete. Preparing Sermon of Envy non omnis moria. I see you, your hatred, your indifference, your disgust, all of it. What are we to you then? What are you to us then? Nothing, for we have found our place and purpose in this realm. Wound me, chain me, it does not matter. I accept and love you. Orion, the Mad Executor. Obviously I'm going to need your guys' help to understand why it's an Ouroboros rather than a development report, because with Nidus it's quite easy to know why. I think you guys educated me anyway. You did tell me, and I love you guys for it. But you told me that the reason Nidus didn't have one is because Nidus wasn't technically designed. It was the infected. So why is Mirage in that same category of the Ouroboros rather than a development report? I'm getting supernatural vibes. I really am. I'm getting some kind of vibes. I'm not sure. Well, I can very loosely, and I mean, guys, be kind in the comments. Very loosely, I say, identify why there is a male voice and what I can only assume was a female voice in Cassandra, or whatever they identify as. We gotta be squeaky clean here. But because it's a mirage, right? It's not there. It's not substance. I don't know. Look, what's the definition of mirage? Yeah, an optical illusion caused by atmospheric conditions, especially the appearance of a sheet of water in a desert or on a hot road caused by the refraction of light from the sky by heated air. So it's not an unrealistic hope or wish that cannot be achieved. The hope of sanctuary initially proved a mirage. Okay. So it does in a way mean illusion. But in a dark way, in a betraying way almost, in a, I don't know, in a way that it feels bad. It feels like a knife to the heart kind of way. I don't know why. Like illusion, not so much. Mirage? It does, it feels a bit cloak and dagger. The definition of mirage is an optical illusion, something that you believe you see, but that isn't really there. An example of a mirage is when you believe you see water or a ship in a desert, when it isn't really there. Now, it's interesting. I'm not going to keep talking because I don't want to say stupid shit. It's just, I don't want to go off on a tangent on something that I do not understand, and I do not understand this particular Ouroboros. I don't. But I think that's how it's meant to be. I think if you know a little bit about Mirage's backstory, then it's probably easier to understand. Like maybe some of you did get what Rahatalius was doing. I would love to, but I don't think I do, which is why I need your guys' help in the comments. I love what Rahatalius does, by the way. Like, this is incredible. Absolutely incredible. Hands down, one of the best creators storytelling wise that I've seen, to be honest. But the question I had for you guys is, so when I was looking through his just before I started that Mirage Ouroboros, I actually looked through the comments, and a lot of them say what you think they would say, right? They're like, oh, why doesn't I think I even said it. I said, why doesn't DE, Digital Extremes, hire him or use him? Not use him, that's kind of a shitty word, but you know what I mean. And I'm pretty sure back when I asked that question, some of you or one of you said that he did used to have ties with Digital Extremes, or he used to work with them. I'm not sure. And then that all went away, that all stopped. And when I looked through his community tab, I did see that at some point, like a year ago, 2 years ago, you know, he was giving away some Prime vaults and some stuff that DE was allowing him to do. But then in his comic section, he's seen as like a dark horse and the person that DE won't acknowledge or talk about. Why? That's what I want to ask you guys, because I'm not in any way, shape or form saying anything bad about Rahatalius, and if he sees this video, which he probably won't, but if he does, I want you to know that it's not in any way bad blood or anything like that. I'm just so curious, because you are so, and he is so incredible with his storytelling. He really is. And yes, okay, a lot of the story and a lot of the home truths might be not what DE, Digital Extremes, want to acknowledge, or maybe they're just not wanting their game to show that, or I guess show not the dark side of Warframe, but show all the nitty gritty, show all the backstory, because some of it is quite quite gruesome. We saw in the Hydroid development report. There's description of this girl having like her back all like just torn up, just ripped up. Awful things. And a lot of these development reports have some crazy shit in them, but I love it. I really, really love it. But I don't understand what happened. Why was Rahitelius not thrown out? Because I have no idea what happened. I really don't. I'm clutching at straws here in trying to find the right words to say that aren't going to piss anyone off, you know. But I just don't understand. Is it because of these development reports? Did they feel that it contradicted what they were trying to put out, or that it wasn't what they wanted the community to know? I don't really understand. Are they leaks? You know, I don't get it. Because it doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense to me as to why they wouldn't want him on board. But apparently it's a known thing, and I think I looked briefly through the channel, and yeah, there are some videos which I guess I could see why Digital Extremes would take offense, but surely they can't be. I guess you have to be squeaky clean if you are in like a partnership. I don't know. Again, I'm just talking. But anyway, guys, that was an insane video. Let me know what you thought in the comment section below. I hope you enjoyed the reaction. Let me know about the Mirage Ouroboros as well. I want to know everything about it. I want to see paragraphs down there, guys. That's what I want to see. Obviously appreciate every single one of you. Thank you so much for joining me in this video. I hope you've enjoyed it as much as I have. I'm loving these. I'm really, really loving these. This is great. Really, really great. But yeah, I will see you in the next one. I can't wait to see your comments on this. I'm actually really looking forward to it. I'm excited in a way. And yeah, I will see you in the next one.